The Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cooper on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Roberts. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Hot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Pull it good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Preston Brown. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. To throw now on 1st down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to push his way through. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hansen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Left, 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 left.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's going to sling, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now here's Ross. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, Roberts. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got Lockett. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. pressure, gets him that time, down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On play action, they'll throw. And now it's out. Langford loses the football. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And nothing but daylight ahead. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Still fighting. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mahomes now to throw. Whoosh. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mahomes maybe a free play. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Room to run inside the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it up and through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Roberts. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. So.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Finds Roberts left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Ace, ace. Slow. Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an... receiver.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett, and spins away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Left, 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 left.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Shakes off the sack. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Black 58 ram.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. So.
Back to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play.